Hi,
Hello,
I'm Sheriff Bonnie.
Derek, Collier. So I just had an issue with the, whatever he is down there in the bottom, the guy in the black shirt by the metal detector on the court side.
Okay.
So I walked in and he's like, well, can I help you find something? I'm like, no, I'm just wanting to come look around. I'm from Minot, so I just like to, even Minot do the same thing. If you call Minot, like, oh yeah, we know who the guy is. I go to Minot, watch court. The first time I went to Minot, I walked around the court, didn't have any problems with anybody. Went to the district attorney's office, asked some questions, went to this room, asked some questions. I had no problems. This guy says I'm doing suspicious activity because I'm walking from room to room. I asked him if there was court because I like to watch court, and obviously we know that it's within my right to watch court. It's I forget what amendment it is, but that's here nor there. I asked him was there court today. He said no. I went to the second floor and I asked the lady what was the difference between municipal and district court, and she told me. So I'm like, okay, well, let me see what's on the third floor. I go to the third floor and there's a courtroom open. I go and sit there, and he comes up to the door with two officers and he's like, come here. For what? I'm just sitting in court watching, which I can do. He pulls me out and he starts to berate me and say, oh, they need your ID for this and that. I give my ID, obviously nothing came up, and he's like, well, let's go downstairs because you're being, well, he was being loud, I was being loud. Obviously it's hard for me to be civil when somebody's yelling at me. So I went downstairs with him, and he continued to kind of be loud with me, and he says, fuck to me. And I'm like, dude, you're not doing that. You're not going to say the F word. I was civil. I didn't do it back to him. But the cops were like, well, he said, I just want him out of here. I'm like, first of all, I did nothing wrong. And he said his boss is not here today. I did nothing wrong. I was just looking at what my tax dollars pay for, the court. To me, that's not suspicious. I could see how it's suspicious to one person, but we're not all the same. So I don't know who I file a claim with or on him. I also want to put a, what's the word I'm looking for? I want the video of that. It's public already, obviously it's just a public area. I want that video of him doing that to me. I did nothing wrong. I've never broke a law in my life. I'm just coming to check courts out. I'm kind of getting more into checking courts out, knowing the law and this and that, and that's all I was doing. Okay. And he wasn't trying to hear me on that. And the officers came, and I mean, they were nice, but were they like really looking at my rights versus what he was telling them? I don't think so. But they were nice to me. They weren't rude. It is what it is with them. But he kicked me out for no reason. I was in court minding my own business, and he kicked me out. He came and got me and said it was none of my business to be in there, which we know it's public. Obviously, I'm not going to go in there. I can't record because it's against the rules. You can't do that.
That's what I was just going to ask.
But I can sit in there and I can watch, and that's all I was doing. And he kicked me out because he said what I was doing was suspicious. And even they said it was suspicious. I'm like, okay, well, wanting to see where your tax dollars go is not suspicious. Never seeing a building before and just walking around. It's not like I was trying to open court doors and, hey, let me behind, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't really trying to be rude to people. I wasn't being rude to anybody. I did ask the lady where like you could pay a ticket on the second floor all the way at the end. I asked her what the difference between municipal and civil was, and he told me as I was going to the before I even went up, he told me, he's like, well, I'm going to give you 10 minutes. Like 10 minutes, I said 10 minutes to just look around. There's no rule against that. At least I didn't think. I could understand if I was here being loud, if I was being rude to people. I wasn't doing that. I just wanted to know. I'm like, hey, I'm in Williston today. I might as well see if there's court. That's all I wanted to do. So if he would have told me there's court, I would just went right to court. I wouldn't even have walked around. So he lied to me and told me there was no court. So all I'm getting at really is where can I file a complaint on that and put in for a...
you want an open records request for the video?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because like I told the officers, I'm like, I don't want to, I even, use the F word, but I'm like, I don't want to use that, but he is not going to talk to me like that. I'm not his kid. I don't know who he is. So I told officers, I'm like, well, I'm going to get my camera and I'm going to go in the front right here on public property and record because I can do that and kind of go Williams or whatever. But I don't even know his name. If I could get his name, that'd be great too. Because I'd like to put in like a request for the video and then report him for the way he treated me. I can understand if I was a criminal and I come here every week and I'm always in court and that, and I really can't even understand that. But yeah, the fact that he treated me like that when I don't deserve to be treated like that is out of line. And I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't doing anything wrong. I wasn't being suspicious. They came up to me and got my ID. Obviously nobody wants to give their ID, but I gave my ID and nothing came back. It should have been like, okay, well, what are you doing? I'm going to go and watch court. That's all I'm doing. And it should have been okay. Not... Well, he's like, if you make any person there, blah, dude, am I being rude to you? Was I rude to you? I just told you I didn't need your help. I don't need your help when I walk in here to look at the building. And I'm like, I don't expect you to understand how I feel right now, but for me, it's like, wow, I'm not suspicious. I don't see that as suspicious. When I asked you initially if there was court today, he told me no. If he would have just told me on the 3rd floor, I would have went right up there. But he told me that was none of my business. That court in session was none of my business. Which you know and I know that we can walk in there and we can watch. Obviously I can't go and go, well, that's wrong. But you can watch. And I try to relay as much as I can to you because I really want you to know how I feel right now. I was in that court doing nothing wrong, sitting, and he pulled me out of there.
Okay.
So
what exactly do you want to do as far as complaint?
I just want to maybe have him like trained how to deal with people. I mean, like I said, I understand. I understand you. I'm not sure about him. I understand he might deal with rude people all day long. I'm not a rude guy. I'm not rude to you right now. You're listening to me, and I'm pretty sure if you were over there, you'd have been like, well, he's doing absolutely nothing wrong. Why did you get him exactly? Oh, because he was walking around. Well, he has the right to walk around and look what his tax dollars pay for. And that's all you need. I need somebody to be on my side, And I felt like the cops were just on his side. And like I said, I don't care about the cop thing, but, maybe know that walking around is not suspicious. I mean, it could be. If I'm like,
it can be. It just
pull my phone. If I walked in with this and I was like, oh, let me, and I'm walking around foyers, unless I'm like, hey, I'm just doing my First Amendment participate or activity, it's like, okay, he's just recording foyers and what have you. But if I went in there and I was like, I understand. I understand what suspicious means.
This is who I am. I'm the sheriff here.
Thank you, sir.
So I'm in charge of all of that as far as that area as well. Okay. So I'll meet with the captain. We'll talk it over. We'll look at the video. Right. As far as the video, it might take us a little while to get that together.
Fine. You're fine.
So do you want us to
email
that to you?
You can email me if that's fine.
I don't know if the size files will work for us to be able to email.
You can. I'll give you my address. I mean,
okay. And who do I address it to?
Derek Collier. DEREK.
Okay.
COLLIER.
Right.
So, and that's like I said. And he said his boss was off today. Is that true, or do you know?
Well, older guy, mustache.
Like handlebar mustache. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And I asked him to talk to his, and he's like, I'm gonna let you go back in there, but if you did it, I'm like, dude, where do you get off talking to me like that?
Yeah. On the other side, as far as doing the video, like I said, I don't think I can send it electronically.
Yeah, if you can need to mail it, I can pay or whatever the fee be.
Well, I'm not even worried about the mailing fee in and of itself, but we would have to have a fee for creating the probably a zip drive.
Okay.
Is that the easiest way?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever's easiest for you.
And I can't remember. I think it's $9 or $10.
Okay. You let me know and I'll pay her.
Okay.
Or pay whoever needs to be paid.
Well, I got to check on the price. I don't know what it is.
Not a problem.
So is there a number I can call you? And are you looking for basically from the time you came in until the time you walked out?
I mean, it can be. I'm more into the maybe up by the court because I don't know if there's. Obviously, it wasn't open. If it falls into like you can hear stuff, obviously I understand that.
I don't think we have any audio recording in there.
Okay. No, there's nothing by the foyer area right there either.
I don't think we have any audio.
Okay.
I think
if you can get me just like me and his interaction as I was leaving, I would appreciate that too. Because like I said, nobody, not even a criminal, deserves to be treated like that. Right. So. But you've been more than nice. You've listened to me, so.
Yeah, I wasn't there. I don't know exactly what the exchange was, but we will look into it.
And trust me, I'm not a guy that like gives you half of a story. I'm going to give you the whole story. You know what I mean? I'm going to give you the whole story. That's what happened. I walked in. He's like, "Do you need help? Well, what are you looking for?" I'm like, "I'm just looking around." Well, do you need any help? No, I don't need no help. I walk down to the lady. I'm talking to her, and she's kind of like, "Well, what do you need?" She's rude too. And then he walks in. I'm like, "Why? What are you doing? I'm not in here like." Berating her with any questions or what I mean, this area you walk into here and there's stuff you can read in this, and if she says, "Hey, do you need help?" and you say no and you're just reading this, she's not gonna be like, "Excuse me, sir, do you need help? Let me let you read those, and if I ask you a question," it's like, and she's like, "Oh, now you want me to answer questions." It's like, wow, do my tax dollars not pay for you to work? Like what I'm sorry, I know you're an officer of the law, but what is going on? Honestly, what is going on?
from what you're explaining to me, my assumption, again, without having been there,
Yeah.
is we don't deal with a lot of people that just generally
Just walk around.
So it does seem a little bit odd. Usually when someone comes in, they're there for a reason. They have something that they need to get done. So they usually ask, where is this? Where is this?
But as we know, hey, you got the cops with you and that guy was there. What are you here exactly for? Oh, and I told him, I'm here. I've never been to municipal court. I want to see what it looks like. I want to see all the public stuff I can access and see what it looks like. It's not like I went to courtrooms and I was like trying to get into courtrooms. I understand. That to me is like that. But I understand, hey, and it's a cop's job to act like he's your friend. Act like you're my friend. Listen to what I have to tell you. I mean, honestly.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? No. And as soon as I go, I'm just, I'm here for Minot, and I've told him this. I'm here for Minot. I'm just here to see what it looks like, and I want to go into court, and not for him to say, well, you have no business in there. Okay, that's well within your rights to go check it out.
Yeah, I mean everything.
Yeah, I understand you came in and you weren't really answering me. That's a little suspicious to me. I'm not saying that you're suspicious. You'd always have to, even with like cops, you watch cop videos and they say, well, that's not what I mean when I'm saying. You know what? You have to give. What you mean, you know what I mean? So for him to say it's a little suspicious, I understand what you're saying. It's a little suspicious, but you're not like, well, you were walking around, that's really suspicious. You're just like, yeah, we don't have many people to do that. I'm not many people. I mean, who comes to court just to watch? Nobody does. Nobody really does that.
And that's what I'm saying. Is that's my take on what I assume prompted that action.
And when you get somebody doing that, it's like, okay, well, what are you here for? I'm just here to check out the building, and okay, you're down there. You have the cameras right in front of you of what I'm doing. Now, if I'm going up to court, I looked in the court. I'm like, okay, what would this court be? I wasn't going like, oh shit, it's locked. Let me in there. If I was doing that, I could understand him coming up, and even when he came to me and said, oh, I'm giving you 10 minutes. It's like, dude, I can, I'm not getting anybody's way, or I'm just checking the building out. Like, we need, like I said, criminals don't even. I hate to take more of your time, but criminals don't even deserve to treat you like that. So, but like I said, that's all I need. You want to get that for me? Give me a call and I'll pay you a Visa or whatever you guys need to get paid.
Okay, sounds good.
And I really, thanks Sheriff for listening to me. Like I said, I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. So, and then I told, and I hate to, I'll let you go. I was in Minot, and I live in Valva, obviously. I was in Minot, and I was leaving Walmart, and I know Walmart is public property. I know that. I'm leaving Walmart, and they stopped me. They said, let me have your receipt. I'm like, well, I paid for myself. They're like, no, you didn't. The minute you tell me I didn't pay for myself, I'm not showing you anything, because I could show you my receipt, and then you're going to go, oh, we're so sorry for doing that to you, but what does it really mean? It doesn't mean no sleep off their back. So, like, we're going to call the police. I said, okay, not a problem. I've done no crimes. They'll run my thing and what it is. The cop, I leave with my product that I paid for. I go to my van, and the cop comes up, and he's like, well, you need to get off the property. I'm like, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't, there's no policy that says I need to show my receipt. I even told them numerous times, let me see the policy. And I even told them in front of the cop, let me see the policy, and I will show you my receipt, not only right now, but today. He's like, well, they don't even want you back. And for me, it's like, okay, whatever. I'm trespassing from Walmart, that's fine. But he literally tells me, I asked him to get his lieutenant 3 times, and I know I asked one of the officers in Minot, basically it's discretion. If I ask you to get your lieutenant, it's almost discretion. I mean, I can go talk to whoever it be. But I'm like, you know what? You're the problem. He said, no, you're the problem. You shoplifted. And then you didn't want to show your receipt. I said, how dare you say I said fucking to him. I said, how fucking dare you say I shoplifted? He's like, Walmart knows you stole. So now it's like, that's strike 1 with me and the police, right? And I'm an innocent dude, never broke a law. And this right here was strike 2. And it's, obviously there's going to be 15 million strikes, but it's just bad when a dude that's never broke a law can be, get such a kind of misconception of a cop. And they're not all bad. I've had a run-in where the cops tased the guy, and the cop that tased this guy let me talk to him before he tased him, and the guy said fuck you to me, and I said okay, well, whatever. They tased him, and I told the cop, I said, you know what, you did everything in your power not to tase him. So I'm not just out to say all cops are bad, because they're not. You have your ones that are what they are, and then you have your ones that are nice. So obviously you listened to me, you weren't trying to rush me out of here. He wanted to rush me out, and he didn't want to give me a reason to speak and get loud with me. And, the officer's like, well, he just wants you out of here. For what? I didn't do anything wrong. I told you what I was here for. Did I want to watch court? He tells me it's none of my business. It doesn't matter if it's my business. It's public. I can go watch. So it's almost like, but thank you, Sheriff, for listening again.
No problem.
Have a good day. Be safe.
Yeah, as soon as I can figure out.
Yep.
I haven't done a lot of video from over there, so I don't.
Well, like I said, how many people they have, like, and I even got the video, the body cam footage of the cop, and he tells me literally, you stole. Walmart knows you did. And I'm like, dude, all you had to do was just listen to me. Yeah. All you had to do was just say, hey, what happened? I paid for it. They wanted to say I shoplifted. You know what? You're absolutely right. He don't even have to apologize. You're absolutely right. Because now I don't like the guy, and yeah. And that's not what we want. We want to like our cops, you know. Right. So be safe, Sheriff.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. So that went good. He was nice. So he listened to me. But yeah, I wish I got the video, but obviously they probably would have tried to break my camera. So that's Angry Audit's first audit. No problem. He didn't try to be like, oh, you can't record here. So he was very nice. See, not all cops are bad. I know that. Mm-hmm. Can you afford it? I don't know. Should be able to call a cop and have him give you a ride. Right? Should be able to call a cop and have him give you a ride. He's protect and serve it.
You think?
Yeah, you think that they, you know.
Actually, when I was a kid, they used to haul you home when they found you drunk.
Mm-hmm. Not anymore. I was just talking to the sheriff at the top. They kicked me out of the court because I walked in there just to look around, you know. Obviously, I'm not recording you, I'm recording him. They kicked me out because I was walking around. They said it was suspicious. And then I asked the guard over there, I said, is there court today? He says, no, which there is court on the 3rd floor. So I walk around the 2nd floor, you know, go to the thing, there's not much. I go to the 3rd floor, see court in session, I go and sit. And I'm just watching, you know, watching the litigation. He comes in and come here. He's got 2 cops with him. Well, you need to go, what are you doing? I'm doing my amendment protected activity, watching court. It's none of your business. What? What does that have to do with being my business? It's public record. I can go in there.
Yeah.
But he's getting loud with me, he cusses me. Fucking man. I said, don't cuss at me, dude. I'm not your son. I don't know you. Fucking cops. Oh, well, he wants you to leave. You need to get out of here. Really, dude? So. Yeah. Even innocent people can be treated like criminals. It's pretty sad. This country's turning into a joke. You have a problem with them or what? I didn't have a problem with cops either until they treat me like an asshole, you know. But
don't know where they come from, don't know what they do.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, you have a good day.
You too.
Be safe. Be slipping and sliding. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty hard, but stay away from breaking laws. I'll be all right. You're welcome, bud.
Talking about my buddy Antonio Brown?
No. I was telling him I was in the court next door just to check it out, you know? And the guy's like, what are you doing? You're acting suspicious.